whenever you get an opportunity, you can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
Now White lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's White. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here we go. 180. Come on, 45. Bang it. 21.
On 1st down, Garoppolo going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for John Ross that time.
Here we go.
But it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch right. Go, baby.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Here we go. 180. 45. White.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Then a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
218, chop it.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. White. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, here's White. And that is incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here.
Goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Yo, what's up?
That's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a
Sometimes
play call. You
doesn't
get
have
3
to
to
make this
4
play in
yards
the
on
main
1st
room.
down. That's what
I'm
they talk
playing
about
Madden.
to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
I am. They're playing on the outside TV. I'm about to unplug my mic.
Cherry. And third down and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, White. Now White lost the football, and the Bengals grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch out. Check.
Here's White. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Check back.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go.
On first down, it's White. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Ready.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, Cherry. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Garoppolo. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag. Down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the 2nd time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
On the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
57.
Now White with a first down throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back now in Tampa. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
18 Gators. 57.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Switch.
Here's White on first down. And he finds Howard complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. White now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now White to throw again. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Antonio Callaway hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
46, Bengals 37.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. They'll run on first down. Cherry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you, son.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's caught by Bryant. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here we go. 180. I got you, son. 11. Go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Go.
At their
Let's go.
own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
21. 51 the mark.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 35. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive, because truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Going deep here for Bryant. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Right back to Brown. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
57, Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, it's White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 8C. I'm here all day.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to